Friends, welcome back. So today we will see another CS ISRO question paper. This is a paper of 2008, right? Again, before wasting our time, let's start with one by one. So the very first question is, which of the following is an illegal array definition? For this, our answer will be B, that is variable A, array real of real. Because guys, hope you remember that real type is not there with the array, right? At the time of declaration. Next question is the term Phong associated with what? So basically the term Phong is associated with shading. So B will be the answer, whereas Phong shading is nothing but a per fragment color computation, and the vertex shader provides the normal and position data as out variable to the fragment shader, right? So the fragment shader then interpolates these variables and computes the color. Okay. Next question is question number 3. The subnet mask 255.255.255.192 does what? So basically this subnet mask extends the network portion to 26 bits, right? Remember this subnet mask extended network portion to 26 bits. Fourth question is on a LAN where are IP datagram transported. So basically in the LAN, in the information field of the LAN frame, the IP datagram transported. Again on the LAN, in the information field of the LAN frame, the IP datagram are transported, right? So because IP datagram is encapsulated in the payload field of Ethernet frame, so we can say that it is transported in information field of the frame. Question number 5 is in Ethernet the source address field in the MAC frame is the dash address. So for this our answer will be B, that is previous stations physical. So in Ethernet the source address field in the MAC frame is the previous station's field address, right? Because what happened, while the IP address of source and the destination in a datagram is kept same at each hop, the source MAC address is replaced at each station, right, while the frame is in transit. So for the current station, the source address field will contain the MAC address of the previous station. Okay. Next question is, which of the following transmission media is not suitable to CSMA operations? So for this our answer will be A, radio, right? Radio is a transmission media that is not readily suitable for CSMA operations, right? Because wireless medium can't be used for CSMA operation as they are not suitable for collision detection methods. Okay, and as a radio already have a large number of users, it can't detect the collisions between the sender and the receivers, right? Now question number 7 is, consider the grammar. This is the grammar. Which of the following sentence can be derived by this grammar? So if you solve this particular grammar, you will get the answer as A, that is ABC. So ABC can be derived by this grammar, right? So you can see that. Next is the TCP sliding window does what? So in the all these options, the TCP sliding window can be used to control the flow of information, right? The TCP sliding window can be used to control the flow of information. Basically TCP uses a sliding window mechanism for the flow control of data in transit on a network. In sliding window, the sending device can send all packets within the TCP window size without receiving an acknowledgement, right? So the receiving device should acknowledge each packet it received and after receiving the acknowledgement from the receiving device, so that sending device slides the window to right side. So option A will be the correct answer for that. Ninth is what is the bandwidth of a signal that ranges from 40 kilohertz to 4 megahertz, right? So for question number 9 our answer will be C, that is 3.96 megahertz. Question number 10 is, which project 802 standard provides for a collision free protocol? So for 10 our answer will be C, that is 802.5. So basically 802.5 project 802 standard provide for a collision free protocol, right? Basically in token ring is standardized with protocol IEEE 802.5. so token passing is the method of medium access, right? And with only one token allowed to exist on the network at a time. So network device must acquire the token to know what we call to transmit data, and may only transmit a single frame before releasing the token to the next station on the ring. Okay, so when a station has data to transmit, it basically acquires the token to the earliest opportunity and makes it as busy and attach the data. So this way, yeah, that is the process of 802.5. Now next question is, we have 11, the Boolean expression or the Boolean theorem, AB plus A bar C plus BC equals to AB plus A bar C corresponds to what? So if you solve this, so you will get the answer as A, that is A plus B into A bar plus C into B plus C equals to A plus B into A bar plus C. Next question is, in the given network of and or gate, f can be written as what? So if you solve this, you will get the answer as A, that is in the given network of and or gate, f can be written as x0 x1 x2 up to the xn plus x1 x2 up to the xn plus x2 xt x2 x3 up to xn and so on so forth till the xn. Now question number 13 is, if n square equals to 7601 base c, where n is a positive integer, then the value of n is what? So friend, if you solve this, you will get the answer as B, that is 143 base 6, right? So B will be the answer for that. Next question is, assume that each character code consists of 8 bits. The number of characters that can be transmitted per second through an asynchronous serial line at 2400 baud rate and with 2 stop bits, right? So for this, our answer will be C, that is 218. Okay. Now the question number 15 is, this is 4 jobs to be executed to a single processor system arrive at time 0 in the order A, B, C, D. Their burst CPU time requirements are 4181 time units respectively. The completion time of A under round robin scheduling with time slice of 1 time unit is what? So friend, if you solve this, you will get the answer as D, that is 9. Now question number 16 is, which one of the following algorithm design technique is used in finding all pair shortest path distance in a graph? So I hope you remember this. This is a part of our dynamic programming, right? And for a specific algorithm, that is fluid Warshall algorithm, that is the all pair shortest path problem which uses dynamic programming to find shortest distance between every pair of vertices in a given age weighted directed graph, right? Now question number 17 is, the address space of 8086 CPU is what? So for this, our answer is A, that is 1 megabyte. Basically in 886 architecture, there are 16-bit data lines and 20-bit address lines. So 16-bit data lines means that the word size must be 2 bytes and these 2 bytes can be read in a single memory cycle. So 20-bit address lines corresponds that the memory size is 2 to the power 20 byte, that will be equals to 1 megabyte, right? Now question number 18 is, more than one word are put in one cache block to what? So friend, I would say just comment this answer below, right? And pause the video, think about it, comment the answer below. I'll again give the same answer at the last of the video, right? So just do it, just comment it and be honest. Now question number 19 is, the performance of a pipeline processor suffers if what? So basically if we would say the pipeline stage have different delays, this is also true. Consecutive instructions are dependent on each other, this is also true. The pipeline stages share hardware resources, this is also true. So for 19, the answer will be all of the above. Now question number 20 is, if 12x base 3 equals to 123 base x, then the value of x is what? So for 20 our answer will be last, that is D, none of the above, because if you solve this you will get the answer as 3 and minus 4, right? But that is not in the option. Question number 21 is, the advantage of MOS device over bipolar device is that, for this the answer will be again all of the above, D, that is it allows higher bit densities and also cost effective, it easy to fabricate, and it is higher impedance and operational speed. So all of the above will be our answer. Now question number 22 is, how many 2 inputs multiplexers are required to construct a 2 to the power 10 input multiplexer, right? So for this our answer will be A, that is 1023. So here need to consider that we need to create 210 input multiplexer using 2 input multiplexer. In the first level we need to organize 29 multiplexer which will accept 2 input each, right? Hence 210 input in a total and gives out 1 output, so each hence 229 output in total. In the second level we need to organize 28 multiplexer which will accept 2 input each, in 29 input in total, that will gives out 1 output each. Okay, so yeah, for this our answer will be A, that is 1023. Question number 23 is, a computer uses 8-digit mantissa and 2-digit exponent. If A equals to 0.052 and B equals to 2080 plus 11, the B plus A minus B will be what? So for 23 here our answer will be B0, right? So option C will be the correct answer, B0. Question number 24 is, the Boolean expression A plus C bar into B bar plus C bar simplifies to what? So if you simplify this expression you will get the answer as A, that is C bar plus A bar. How? Because from here what you will get is, you will get A B bar plus A C bar plus B bar C bar plus C bar. Then you will solve this expression further. So you will get A B bar plus C bar into A plus B bar plus 1. Right here you have to apply some formula like A plus 1 plus A equals to 1, right? Now at the last you will get the answer as A, that is A B bar plus C bar. Question number 25 is, in the expression A bar into A bar plus B bar, by writing the first term A as A plus 0, the expression is best simplified as what? So for 25 our answer will be it should basically be A bar, but I think there was some misprint. So yeah, the answer was A bar basically. Yeah. Question number 26 is, the logic operations of two combinational circuit given in figure 1 and figure 2, right? This is figure 1 and figure 2. Now we have to identify that what these figure exactly tells. So if you solve this further you will get the answer as A, that is entirely different, right? Because both are obviously giving entirely different values. Question number 26 is, the output Y of the given circuit is what? So this is again very common question asked in many times. So for this our answer will be 0, option B. Question number 28 is, which of the following is not a valid rule for XOR? So for XOR, 1 XOR 1 is not 1, right? So this is not a valid expression for this, because XOR only return 1 when both the input are different, right? So it is basically a property of XNOR, we can say, right, where both the input are same. Next question is 29. The number of distinct simple graph with up to 3 node is what? So for 29 our answer will be C, that is 7. So the number of distinct simple graph up to 3 node is 7. So I think here you can see the concept of what? Concept of Catalan number, right? So that might give you the graph up to 3 nodes, distinct simple graph, right? Now question number 30 is maximum number of edges in a n node and direct graph without self loop is what? So maximum number of edges in a n node undirected graph without self loop is n into n minus 1 divided by 2, and it is asked in many time, right? Just remember this, the maximum number of edges in n node undirected graph without self loop is n into n minus 1 divided by 2. Basically, a complete graph can have a maximum edges for n nodes as each node is connected to every other node, right? So for n node, maximum will be n into n minus 1 divided by 2. That will be the possible nodes that you will get. Next is if the two matrix that this one and this one have the same determinant, then the value of x is what? So for 31, again friend, I would like to give you this for your assignment. Just pause the video, solve the question, comment the answer below, and I'll give the answer at last, right? So till then, let's move forward. Next question is the network 198.78.41.0 is what? So if you see that the range, right? So basically this is the range of class C network. So the range of first octet should be between one of the following, like class A belongs to 0 to 126, right? 127 is reserved. Then class B is for 128 to 191. Class C goes to 192 to 223. Class D goes to 224 to 239, and class E finally goes to 240 to 255. So if we check this range, so it is falling under class C IP address. Question number 33 is the join that operation can be defined as. The join operation can be defined as what? So for question number 33, the join operation can be defined as A, that is a Cartesian product of two relations followed by a selection, right? Cartesian product of two relations followed by selection. So basically it is talking about SQL join, that is a statement is used to combine data or row from two or more tables, right? Based on the selection of common field between them. So different type of joins are inner join, left outer join, right outer join. Hope you remember all these. Question 34 is if a square matrix A satisfy A transpose A equals to I, then the matrix A is what? So for 34 our answer will be orthogonal, right? Now question number 35 is embedded pointer provides what? So basically embedded pointer provides an inverted index. Remember that embedded pointer provides an inverted index. Next is 36, that is an interrupt in which the external device supplies its address as well as the interrupt request is known as what? So for 36 our answer will be A, that is vectored interrupt, right? A will be the answer. 37 is the ability to temporarily halt the CPU and use this time to send information buses is called what? So for 37 our answer will be what? So yeah, again assignment for you, just do it guys right now and pause the video, think about it, comment the answer, right? I'll give the answer for this as well at last. Question number 38 is relative to the program translated by a compiler. The same program when interrupted runs what? So the same program when interrupts run slower, right? Because related to the program translated by a compiler, the same program when interrupted runs slower. That is obvious, because the interpreter translate program one statement at a time. Okay, so scan the entire program and translate it as a whole machine code. So it takes less amount of time to analyze the source code, but the overall execution time is slower, right? So compiler scan the entire program and translate it as a whole into machine code. So it takes large amount of time to analyze the source code, but the overall execution time is comparatively faster. Okay, sorry, question number 39 is consider the following assembly language program, right? This is the program. Now it is asking that after the execution of the above program, the content of the accumulator will be what? So for this our answer will be C, that is 00H. Okay, question number 40 is consider the following C functions, right? This is the function of C that now the value written by f1, that means we are passing 1 in the function, right? Then if you solve this expression, you will get the answer as C, that is 7. Question number 41 is in a resident operating system computer, which of the following system must reside in the main memory under all situations? So guys, for 41 our answer will be C, that is loader. Okay, 42 is which of the following architecture are not suitable for realizing SIMD? So for SIMD there is vector processor, array processor and von Neumann. So the answer for that will be von Neumann, right? 3 is consider the following code segment. Okay, this is what is printed as a result of executing the code segment. So for this answer will be 4, 10 and 16. 44 is the device which is used to connect a peripheral to bus is known as what? So basically that device is known as interface, right? So interface is the device used to connect a peripheral to bus. Okay, so remember that this is the answer, interface. 45 is the trap is one of the interrupt available in Intel 885. Which one of the following statement is true of trap? So for this D is the answer, that is it is both positive and negative edge triggered. 46 is the RAID configuration of disks are used to provide what? So basically RAID configurations of disks are used to provide both A and B, that is fault tolerance and high speed. So both fault tolerance and high speed are used to provide the RAID configuration of disk. 47 is which one of the following need not necessarily be saved on a context switch between processes? So for this answer will be B, that is translation look aside buffer. So translation look aside buffer will be the answer. 48 is which of the following is termed as minimum error code? So the minimum error code, hope you remember that is known as gray code, right? Gray code is the minimum error code. Because gray code are less error prone for mechanical devices that involve making and breaking electrical circuits, because they only change in 1 bit position at a time, right? So yeah, for this gray code will be the answer. 49 is the total time to prepare a disk drive mechanism for a block of data to be read from it is what? So for 46 our answer will be C, that is latency plus seek time. Okay, so the total time to prepare a disk drive mechanism for a block of data to be read from it is called as latency plus seek time. 50 is feedback queues what? So basically feedback queues dispatch task according to execution characteristics, right? Remember that feedback queues dispatch task according to execution characteristics. 51 is the with round robin CPU scheduling in a time shared system, right? What happens using very large time slice quantas degenerates into first come first serve FCFS algorithm. So again, round robin CPU scheduling in time shared system use very large time slices quantas degenerate into first come first serve algorithm. So A will be the answer. Question number 52 is dynamic address translation is what? So basically dynamic address translation is the hardware necessary to implement paging, right? The dynamic address translation is the hardware necessary to implement paging, because dynamic address translation is the hardware necessary to implement paging, as it converts the logical address to physical address. This is very important statement. 53 is thrashing is what? So guys, thrashing is basically thrashing can be caused by poor paging algorithm. Always remember that thrashing can be caused by poor paging algorithm. 54 is what is the name of the operating system that reads and react in terms of actual time, right? So for this our answer will be real time system. Okay, so basically a real-time operating system is an operating system that guarantees to process event or data to by a specific moment in time. 55 is the memory address register. MAR is what? So basically a memory address register, C is the answer, that contains the address of the memory location that is to be read from or stored from, right? So MAR, memory address register, contains the address of the memory location that is to be read from or stored into. So C will be the answer for that. Next is 56, that is an example of spooled device is what? So basically an example of spool device is A, that is line printer used to print the output of a number of jobs. Again, an example of spool device is a line printer used to print the output of a number of jobs, right? 54 is next is 57, that is dirty bit for a page in a page table is what? So dirty bit for a page in a page table, A, helps avoid unnecessary writes on a paging device, right? Again, dirty bit for a page in a page table helps avoid unnecessary write on a paging device. So that is used to avoidance of unnecessary writes on a paging device. Basically dirty bit says that whether the page has been modified or not, right? So modified means sometime changes might have been made to the page, and if a page is modified then it has to be written back or it has to be saved back to the disk. So it is set of one hardware on write access to page, which is used to avoid writing when swapped out. Okay, question number 58 is checkpointing a job. That means what? So basically checkpointing a job, option B, allows it to continue executing later, right? So checkpointing a job allows it to continue executing later, so B will be the answer. 59 is a public key encryption system, option C, that allows only the correct receiver to decode the data, right? Again, a public key encryption system allows only the correct receiver to decode the data. So for 59, answer will be C. 60 is overlaying is what? So basically overlaying is transparent to the user. Remember that overlaying is transparent to the user. See, D will be the answer. Overlaying is transparent to the user. A critical section is a program segment where shared resources are accessed. So C will be the answer. A critical section is a program segment where shared resources are accessed. 62 is in which of the following four necessary conditions for deadlock processes claim exclusive control of the resources they acquire. So for 62, our answer will be mutual exclusion. So in mutual exclusion, four necessary conditions for deadlock processes claim exclusive control of the resource they acquire. So mutual exclusion has the property that claim exclusive control of the resource they acquire. Question number 63 is fork is what? So guys, I hope you have seen the fork function in many of the program or till now many of the questions, right? So basically fork is the creation of a new process. Like in terms of the program, we call it basically the forks create a new sub call, right? So basically that is a sub process. Or we can say fork create a new process by duplicating the calling process. So the new process referred to as child is an exact duplicate of calling process, right? That referred to as parent. So except for the following, like the child has its unique process ID and this PID does not match the ID of any existing process group. So the child parent process ID is the same as the parent's process ID, right? So the child does not inherit its parent memory, locks and semaphore adjustment. So the child does not inherit outstanding synchronous input output and operations from its parent node, right? And that does it inherit any synchronous input output context from its parent. Next question is 64. Which of the following need not necessarily be saved on a context switch between processes? So for this our answer will be B, that is translation look-aside buffer. So translation look-aside buffer need not necessarily be saved on a context switch between processes. Question number 65 is consider a logic address space of 8 pages of 1024 words map into memory of 32 frames. How many bits are there in the logical address? So for this our answer will be A, that is 13 bits, right? Question number 66 is the performance of round robin algorithm depends heavily on what? So the performance of round robin algorithm depends heavily on the size of the time quantum, right? Remember that the performance of round robin algorithm depends on heavily on the size of the time quantum. Because what happens in round robin algorithm, it is very important to choose the quantum carefully, as a smaller time quanta leads to more context switches, right, thereby reducing the efficiency of the CPU, and the larger time quanta makes the round robin algorithm regenerate into first come first serve algorithm. Okay, so that will be the answer. 67 is the page replacement algorithm, which gives the lowest page fault rate. So I hope you remember that is optimal page replacement. So the page replacement algorithm, optimal page replacement is a replacement algorithm that gives the lowest page fault rate, right? So optimal page replacement, option C will be the answer. Next is 68, that is which of the following class of statement usually produce no executable code when compiled. So for 68 our answer will be A, that is declaration. 69 is what is the value of F4 using the following procedure. So for 69 our answer will be A, that is 5. So the value of function 4 using the following procedure, if you solve this you will get the answer as 5A. 70 is stack A has entries ABC with A on top, stack B is empty. An entry popped out of stack A can be printed immediately or pushed to stack B. An entry popped out of stack B can only be printed, right? In this arrangement, which of the following permutation of ABC are not possible? Now here you can see that what will be the answer. So the answer will be CAB. Right, so let's say you push A, push B, push C, then what you will do, push pop C, pop A, pop B. So see, let's see one by one. Option A is telling what we will do is push A, push B, push C, then push A, push B, pop B, right, then push C, pop C, and pop A. This is valid. Push A, push B, pop B, push C, pop C, and pop A. So B is correct. Push A, push B, push C, push A, pop C. Now we cannot pop A, so C will be the answer, that we cannot, this cannot be possible. And similarly D is also possible for that. Now question number 71 is the time required to search an element in a linked list of length n. So obviously the time that is n, because we have to traverse the link. That could be in the worst case the element to be searched has to be compared with all element of linked list. It will take order of n time to search the elements, right? Question number 72 is which of the following operations is performed more efficiently by doubly linked list than by linear linked list? So option for 72 our answer will be A, that is deleting a node whose location is given. Because of the following operation is performed more efficiently by doubly linked list than by linear linked list. So again, deleting a node whose location is given. So doubly linked list will do that efficiently. Now 73 is we can make a class abstract by what? So we can basically make a class abstract by, so for this the answer will be our C, that is making at least one member function as pure virtual function. So we can make a class abstract by making at least one member function to a pure virtual function. 74 is right, a linear patch is what? So basically a linear patch is option A, that is by quadratic Bezier patch. So linear patch is by quadratic Bezier patch. Question number 75 is a complete binary tree with the property that the value at each node is at least as large as the value at its children is known as what? So for 75 our answer will be heap. So a complete binary tree with the property that the value at each node is at least as large as the value at its children is known as heap, right? Then we have question number 76. The minimum number of fields with each node of doubly linked list is what? So the minimum number of field with each doubly linked node is 3, right? How? Basically, in general, each node of doubly linked list always has 3 fields, that is previous node pointer, right, the data field, and the next node pointer. Hope you remember that. 77 is how many comparisons are needed to sort an array of length 5 if a straight selection sort is used and array is already in the opposite order. So for this our answer will be 10, that is option B, right? 78 is consider the graph shown in the figure. Which of the following is a valid strong component? So here we have to find the component of the graph. So if you solve this, you will get the component of the graph as A, B and C, right? So this could be your valid component or a strong component. 79 is repeated execution of simple computation may cause compounding of what? So that may cause compounding of round off error. So repeated execution of simple computation may cause compounding of round off errors. Now question number 80 is the last question, that is in C, what is the effect of negative number in the field of width specifier? So that the effect is option C, the value are displayed left justified, right? In a C, what is the effect of negative number in a field width specifier? So obviously the value are displayed are left with justified. Now I hope you have commented all the answer that I wanted from you. So let's see what was the question that I have given to you. Okay, so first is that this is done, this is done, this is done. Yeah, one was this one. If two matrices have the same determinant, the value of x is what? Friend, for this our answer will be 1 by 2, option A, right? And the next question was that is yeah, another one was the 18, that is more than one word are put in one cache block to what? So for this our answer will be exploit the spatial locality of reference in a program, right? Exploit the spatial locality of reference in program. So more than one word are put in one cache block to exploit the spatial locality of reference in program. So yeah friend, this was all about ISRO 2008 question paper, right? Hope this series is really helping you. So enjoy learning, prepare hard, and all the best for your exam. Thank you.